There you go. I think they can hear you now. Check.
Good evening. We are here at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. It is RRL F125 Japanese Grand Prix, and we are set for what is to be an intriguing qualifying session. Red Bull out action route teams. Red Bull, McLaren, and up down the field we can see potential movement from Racing Bulls. Yes, there. Racing Bulls. It is the number 2 car, then the Alpines, Mercedes, Williams, then they're all scrambling to get out there early, Sonic.
Yes, pits are going to be very hectic now as it is the start of qualifying, obviously. But it's going to be who is going to be the fastest in today's session.
So we get 18 minutes qualifying, then we go into our race. 19 laps is what we're looking at currently. Red Bull out on track. Only one car has stayed in the pits. Sorry to interrupt you there, but only one car in the pits, and that is the TB Frisco Sauber, who is exiting the pits now and looking to start the outlap and then get onto the flying lap. And I think softs is the tyre to be on at this stage. You do want to be building temperature, but also you do not want to be wasting too much tyre wear, tyre grip, and overheating the tyres on this outlap, Sonic.
Yes. Well, it'll be a very interesting race today as Red Bull and Mercedes are currently tied in the constructors' standings. So it'll be exciting to see who can score more points today and take lead.
Yes, McLaren, don't forget them. We have SRL Harrison in the mix in the 97 McLaren. Watch out for him. He's got the silver front wing, silver body side pods. That's partially the rear wing. Watch out for him too. Then we have Siki, who had promising pace last time out in Austin. Watch out for him. He's in the Alpine. We have one down. That's the Mercedes. It's the Mercedes, Sonic. We have damage to the Williams there. What is going on these outlaps? He's just missed the pits, but he's had to go through the grass. But what has happened?
Sounds like it's been a very hectic start though, but Never Stop will be the first driver to, by the looks, to be setting a time around Suzuka today. So can he get the race win today and take Red Bull into the lead of the constructors for next round? Or will it be Dean?
Middle sector currently, it's not bad. In the first sector, we want to improve on the next run, but plenty runs that they can do in these 18 minutes, the qualifying session that they've got. Curb strikes off there from the back of the Red Bull. It's the number 99 coming through 130R, looking for that as a 110.8 in the middle sector. Yellow flags out. That could be for making room, but here comes the Red Bull through the final chicane out to the final corner. What lap are we going to get here? Our first lap of the session is a 1:28.4, but we're not done for the time being. We have one of the racers, that's Jet Carrot, on the invalid lap time. But we have more cars coming through. Speaking of coming through, we have Zach Carrod, but is that invalid? It is invalid. So Zach Carrod will abandon that lap and come into the pits. But not doing that is Goals, who can only hit second with a 129.5. But SRO Harrison to the top of the board with a 128.0. That is our quickest lap. But can the Red Bull do something, the Mercedes, do something about it? The answer is yes. 128.0. And that is slightly quicker from Dean, Sonic.
Yes. Dean did have a sad race after last week, after losing the lead of the race on the final lap on the final straight. He just ran out of VRS, so can he take back that win he lost last week today?
It will be redemption. It will not get those points back. That win he thinks he felt he lost in Austin. In Austin, he can't get it back. It's happened. Once it's happened, it's happened. But what he will want is a comeback here at Suzuka to kind of motivate him for the season to come. Siki on his lap now, just hit in the middle sector. and still more drivers. We have a Red Bull coming down. That's never stop. Is that another lap? He's kind of slow, so I think that may be preparation for another lap. Goals is not improving too hard, but here's Jack Carrot in the Racing Bulls. The Racing Bulls car looking together. It's a good lap. 1:11.5 in the middle sector. Round 130R. It's a tight corner. It is meant to be flat out. Depends how confident you're feeling. But 90% flat out. 100% flat out. And here comes Jack Carrot. It's going to be a 129.3. And that lap hits him in fourth.
I think Quilliman has just started his lap and he has just completed the first sector. Now, as he goes, he's gone off. He's just had a little snap of oversteer, I think, which has just caused him to go off just after the first sector. That's not going to be too good.
Clarify which driver was that?
Quilliman.
Quilliban is off the road on the Pirelli medium tyre. That's the balanced lifestyle for Formula One Pirelli tyres. But is that strategy where Williams want to save their tyres for the race to come, or is that just a little test? See what pace they have over the rest of the field. Zach Cotrod starting a lap, and Sonic, if you could take us through this lap.
So coming into turn one, it's a very, very high speed first two corners. You're absolutely trying to send it round. You need lots of confidence in your car as he's coming around the S section now again. The car needs lots of confidence through the first sector as it is a very downforce high speed section. As I think he's now he goes off.
Off goes Zach. And that is how the gust of winds just tell you these things can happen at this track. So that is a ruined lap as Jack Carrot, his teammate, goes into pit lane. But wow, drama. And Sonic, do you think it could rain? Because I think I've just seen a few raindrops in the pit lane.
Possibly, but anything could happen with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to still go. It's anyone's game.
It's Suzuka, we can get anything. We can get snow, we can get rain, sun, thunder, anything here at Suzuka. It's a track which anything happens. Remember, we won't talk about too much, but we can see 2022, the Japanese Grand Prix, and this is real F1, guys, just to clarify, we had rain, we had dry quali, wet race, and we can go back to 2019, where quali FP3 was cancelled due to a tornado, typhoon, not sure what happened, but it was horrible weather there. Zach Cotrod crossing the line. The driver made a mistake on his first run, but Sonic, take us through this one again.
Here we go, right into the first part of the track. Zach goes again, needing lots of confidence through his car. Is he on a lap? Yes, he is. Just making sure he is. As he finally completes the first sector without any worries now. Now, again, you're going to need lots of confidence in your car for most of the circuit, but it is mainly the first sector as his foot is now flat. Coming to the tight, sharp hairpin up, that goes uphill. Very sharp and very tight, and it's a very low-speed corner, but you want to get a decent exit and try your best not to get wheel spin or any type of oversteer off exit, as you can lose time. So he's now just, I think, completing the second sector now. He's had a better lap on this run, but is it going to be enough to be anywhere near his teammates? Actually, no, he's ahead of his teammate. But is it going to be a lap where he could beat Neverstop? He's only 2/10 off Neverstop here. So he's going to need lots of speed around here, as I think that was going to be flat out, but he's coming around the final few corners now. He's got to make sure he does not take too much curb. As he rounds the final corner now, what's this going to be? As it's aborted.
Pit lane. It's into pit lane. So pit lane for Zach Cotrod. He's P4 currently on the board. His teammate Jack Carrot, P5. So not the strongest quali so far for the Racing Bulls, but that could all change later on in session. McLaren coming out, that's not Golsey. It is his teammate SRL Harrison. one of the contenders for this pole and for victory. Don't forget, he's quick, and he's done 110.1 in the middle sector, coming through 130R, now into the final chicane. Lots of history of this chicane, actually. Verstappen, Raikkonen in 2018, but rounding the final corners, SRL Harrison, he will only go P1! He's 127.5, and he's doubted us all. Wow. I did not expect that, actually. But coming down, it's one of the Red Bull never stop. Is that beginning a lap or is that finishing a lap? We will not find out. But Sonic, take us through this one.
Here we... Hold on. Who's that? I was supposed to... What have I forgot? Oh, quit. Yeah, quit. Here we go. Into the first corner now. Again, needing lots of confidence in your car around here. As it is a very, very... As he does have a bit of understeer. You need to stay very tight, but you don't want to run on the curbs too much, as you can go sideways. As he's now just coming through and finishing the S section now. Cautions in the first and third sector for drivers slowing down for each other. I think he is No, he's not aborting. It looks really slow around there for some reason. He's completing the first sector now. Does touch the grass a little bit. He's on the softs now. It's his first, and it's an improvement, not an improvement, his first flying lap for him. As he does again, he is having little moments all over the circuit. Now at the hairpin, locking up once again. Not looking too good for Quilabin, and not having a decent exit. Not ideally what he wants, but he's going to have to try save what he can now for the rest of the lap. So he's now just completing the second sector. There is yellow flags waving for people. Again, slowing down for others. Not having a bad corner there, but he's getting his foot down now with a long straight to go. Probably going to be wanting to burn. It's the McLaren, I think, of SRL
And that lap
Harrison.
will take him no higher than P4. He's gone quicker, but he's not gone anywhere. But here's Jack Carrot coming through, and that was tight. Slipstream is Sonic. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to announce this, and I'm sorry to confirm. But take us through this one again.
Which one is it? I keep losing track of who's who.
It's Jack Carrot. Jack Carrot.
Jack Carrot. Quidabing does go off at turn one. Here we go. Completing the first sector now. He's not had a bad qualifying. He has had a few moments. As he completes the first sector, he's nearly 1.5 tenths up in the first sector now. He's coming down to the hairpin. He's going to want a decent exit off here. If he doesn't, he's not going to look good, and he could lose all that time he's gained. But by the looks, it's not been a bad hairpin for him. That's on board now with him. He's going to be absolutely trying to keep a decent line round here so he doesn't lose too much time. It's going to be very, very close. But can he improve to the extent where he gains some more positions and he gets ahead of the McLaren of goals? But he does go a little bit wide, but he's burning again. More cautions in the second sector as everyone is slowing down. He is going to take it flat, which is with some confidence. What an absolute corner that is at Suzuka. Coming around the final few corners now. Penultimate corner, final corner, as he's in the pits again.
Box, box, box is what his engineer has said. Multiple cars in the pits. Not too much left on the clock. Never stop. This looks like a preparation, Sonic. And, wow. Long lap, and that is another one into the pits, Sonic. Never stop, sorry. Well, yeah. Breathless. I'm nearly out of breath.
Yes.
Well, being that is not... Oh, close there with the racing ball car.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a slow lap. That's in.
They're both in! Oh! Contact with the pair of them!
Come into pit lane. Into pit lane goes both drivers, and that was crazy. Dramatic.
That was not.
One of the Alpines on track, and that is one we may need to look at.
Yeah.
More cars exiting the pit lane. One of the McLarens actually leaving the pit lane is Siki in the Alpine. SRL Harrison in the McLaren. Just to clarify.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a very interesting qualifying now with less than 3 minutes and 30 to go.
Siki in the Alpine. One to watch and see if he can get anywhere higher up the table. Quella Bean as well, not specifically set a flying lap on the soft compound tyre, but here's one to watch because we do not know what he's capable of on the Pirelli Soft. Not too long, the short lasting, but
Yes.
grip is ever so good on this Pirelli.
Yes.
More cars out on track. Qualifying's coming to the near end. Beaky beginning his lap and take us through this one, Sonic.
Here we go. Beginning the lap now, you're going to want to open that DRS the second you cross that line. Now, coming into turn one with the Red Bull, I think I've never stopped coming out of the pits. Here we go into the first few corners now. Really wanting to rotate your car around there, and he has done it as beautifully as he would have wanted. Coming around the S section now, trying his best not to run on those curbs too much, but wanting to run on them a little bit so he can gain some time and take a real tight line. Up the hill now to complete the first sector. Is he improving? It's going to be... Here we go. Is he thinking he's going to cross the line now? He's 3/10 improving. It's been a decent lap so far. Oh, as he goes off!
That's into the gravel. That's going to be in the wall. That is into the wall. But it's the rear left, which has just made contact and had that kiss with the wall. Basiki somehow keeping the most fragile part out of the wall, which was the front wing. But he can go again. He needs to charge those batteries. But he's using it right now, but...
Yeah.
We're not too sure what he's planning in the 90th. He's in the 90th Alpine though, Sonic. We'll see what he wants to do. But he looks to be going again. But that will take grip and wear out of the Pirelli soft tire. And yes, it's messed everything.
Yes, he isn't going to have much grip as well. He has just had that first attempt and he might have just destroyed the tyre grip. So he isn't going to have as much grip on his next attempt, but he's going to have to pray it's going to give him a decent qualifying session. He's only P8.
P8 is the position. It's the current position. We have more going out on laps, including Quellerbean. Quellerbean is into the pit stop, and that could be the end unless it's a 123.2 to 127.2 for Harrison, I should say, and that has put him top of leaderboard, fastest lap. Can anyone beat that?
Here we go, but Frisco now begins his lap. He's currently third, so he's going to have to pray for a good run here if he's going to have any chance of pole. He's only less than a few thousandths of a second off of Dean.
Dean, yes. And that's SRL House now, so his qualifying is done. He thinks that will be the pole time lap, or he can't improve no matter what he does. But here comes TB Frisco, improved on the first sector, but only by very little. It's not a valid lap. He's gone wide there, but nothing about track limits stated. But here he comes round the hairpin. Lots of history between a couple drivers at the hairpin. And this is a lap that will need to count. Not much time in the session, but they all need to put it all in.
Yeah.
T3 currently for TB Frisco. That is going to want to be improved. I cannot see if he's improved. He's still going through the first sector, but what can he get? He's gone slower. So it's a yellow in the middle sector. But final sector now, he comes into the chicane, and rounding the final corner. Can the Sauber go any quicker? It is only going to be P4. He's improved his time, but only by 3 milliseconds, Sonic.
That's not good. His car did run over that curve when he did go wide, so he's probably lost all that time there. But he found a little bit in that final sector, but it's not enough. He dropped to P4 in his attempt as well. Was never stopped. Did go quicker, but he never stopped. Wasn't able to beat Dean, as Dean was just that little bit quicker. So this will be a good race ahead.
And that is it. Our pole sitter, SRL Harrison, has put it on pole. Qualifying over. We did not see this coming. SRL Harrison on pole by some margin as well.
Yes.
So there's your grid order. The race is coming up now. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Yes. Here we go then.
Go, 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 go! McLaren's well away. Mercedes second. And can he get the launch? No, he's actually under pressure from the Sauber. This is going to be bad. They're going to crash. They're not going to crash. But we have multiple cars off the road. Sauber slots into third. Mercedes off the road. And he's had to hand the place. But great start from drivers. Great start from our pole sitter SRO Harrison. And great first couple of corners from a few of the drivers. We've not seen much, but Quellerbean's made up a place. We have the Racing Bulls managed to slot in as well, but getting all scrappy, and this is one where they're close up. And we have another car that's there's a crash. We have a car facing the wrong way, and that is not the way that will guarantee him any progress in this race. And drama at the start of this one, Sonic.
Yeah, it was mad. You had Never Stop Dean and Frisco going 3 wide into the first corner. You don't want to be doing that into turn 1. That is a very risky move, but they're very lucky. Only 2 of them got unscathed, but Never Stop has dropped now down to P7. Not going to be good for him.
Not by much. The gap between our top 2, TB Frisco. But this is the move we're looking at, and this is Jet Carrot having a look at the Mercedes of Dean in front of him, and that is a move that he's going to be wanting for a long time to come. But look how close the Racing Bull is down the main straight. He'll have the slipstream. He won't have the opportunity. Oh, but the Mercedes goes wide. That's Dean. That's going round of Jack Carrot. But now his teammate, that was Jack Carrot. But Zach Cartwright will now getting the encouragement to get through with all that drama. But Jack Carrot should just cling on to that place, Sonic.
Yes. He was very lucky he didn't have any more of that moment than he did. That was a very, very risky move, but he nearly made it stick. But he's now getting pressured by his teammate, which isn't going to be too good, because his teammate is now right on him.
Be a move. It will not be a move. That is Zach Cartwright going to stay in 5th for the time being. But someone who's not going to keep position for the time being is our guy in 2nd place, TB Frisco, in the number 19's Kick Sauber, looking for the victory. But he's gone wide, and that is not going to be something that will give him victory in this race. But he's going to have a good sit on the run down to 130R. Nothing's going to happen for the time being. But this is something. He will get the rear wing open. The DR, the letterbox that opens at the rear of the car will open, and he will get that. But is that a moment for our race leader of Harrison here? Now this TB Frisco will get DRS actually, and he's going to go zooming down the straight, and that is your new race leader. But your new man in 4th place, Zach Cartwright, has managed to find a way through his teammate and is now up into 4th place, Sonic.
That was a very, very amazing move from Frisco on the main straight. He just gained and gained on Harrison in that final sector and then just went for that move on the main straight. But my question is Harrison going to be able to get past Frisco and gain on Frisco again before the main straight and retake the lead of the race?
And remember, this is a track where, as we explained in Quali, it's a track where wind gusts, rain, which we do not see happening in this race, unless we can get an update from one of the drivers. See if any rain is coming at the end of the race, is what we think. It is the only time we can get it at the very, very end. But we have moves, and this is Golsey pressurising the Racing Bull of Jack Carrot only for that time, but he's gone off at Spoon.
He was really, really getting close, and he did make a move at the hairpin, and they did go side by side going off. But I think he just pressured himself that little bit too much.
Sorry to interrupt, because we may have another change of lead. Our pole sitter looking to take it back. As said, he's going to get the rear wing open this time. It'll be the other way, where he's just that further back, as TB Frisco does get the fast slap. But TB's not going to defend too hard. He'll let the McLaren have the inside, and that is the McLaren back into the lead of the race. But another guy, TB, said, that's the McLaren. There's going to be contact. Is there going to be contact? But no, just not. But there's going to be a change of position, and that is Zach Hot Rod. Yes, that is. Sorry, I'm getting words wrong. That is Goalsy, who will have to wait because Jack Carrot just managed to hang on to that one.
That was very close. I did go on board with him, and they were millimeters away. There is a caution into the first sector. As it's Kobe, I think.
But someone invited into all this has never stopped. Look how much he's gained. Not the strongest qualifying, but he's right there in the action. And we may again, Sonic, have another change of lead because TB Frisco does not want to give this one up. They're at Spoon Curve are our two leaders. Dean, he's enjoying time, having his own race in third place, and that is something he will want to think about for a long time in these next couple of laps, because that Hot Rod is not too far from behind.
Yeah, he's not. But here we go. We might have another change of lead here. By the looks, these two are just changing the lead every lap. So it is the old switcheroo every lap. It's going to be one driver taking the lead, then another driver next. But I don't think Frisco's close enough.
No, he's not. But we could have another change of position. This is Goalsy going for Jack Carrot, and this is Goalsy having to go the long way round. But he's not going to be able to take that because Jack Carrot keeps his car as wide as possible. So Goalsy will have to wait unless he can find a way through in these couple of turns and corners. Then he's going to have to wait another lap.
Yeah, but it doesn't help as well. Goals has got pressure behind him as well. Never Stop is 4 tenths behind him now, and he has massively gained on these two. So how will Never Stop get past these two? It will be a good... I'm so excited to find out how he will.
We all are. But he's close to the back. Is he going to have a go? He's not going to have a go into the Abbey. He's going to bide his time. Biding your time, it loses your time, but it's the smartest game to play in DRS trains. Will Never Stop. He's much closer. He looks closer to the McLaren than the McLaren is to the Racing Bull. But back out in front, the lead battle, you were kind of expecting, Sonic. It looks to be breaking up just that little bit. TB looks to be in DRS. We will look for updates. But also, this is the Racing Bull wanting to get the podium place. Will he have DRS? We'll have a look. And he's got the rear wing open. And this is going to be a change of position then. And that is Zach Hot Rod into third place. And this is another move going for Goalsy. He's going to go for it hard this time. But he'll have to keep and stay in sixth place and to carry on with the frustrations.
Yeah. Goalsy is getting very, very close, but he's just not getting close enough, as he has just had a moment.
He's round, and that will lose him even more time now. The frustrations of trying to get through have become too much for the McLaren driver, and now that leaves it all for Never Stop to do. See if he can get that all back after having to lift off hard for Goalsy's spin, but can he catch up to Jack Carrot once again and take that fifth place?
Hopefully he can, but I think Goals spun because he just got so pressured by Never Stop. It just caused him just to have that moment. So that's not going to be good for his tyres at all. So he's going to have to be very careful with his tyres now. But we are only 6 laps into the Grand Prix, so this should be very interesting.
TB Frisco not putting as much pressure onto our McLaren. Our race leader. Our race leader defending so far. And is that going to be the rear wing open for TB? It will be the rear wing open. But he's nowhere near an overtake on down this main straight. Dean staying within. But look at Never Stop. He's really close to Jack Carrot. This could be change of position, and he's going to look to out. He'll have to go to inside, but nowhere. Jack Carrot has that the rear of the car as wide as a door.
Yes, Never Stop is now starting to slowly gain in, so he should be at least P5, I predict, probably by the end of this lap, using that DRS on the main straight, the only DRS detection zone on this whole circuit to get past him. But it's still anyone's game here. as we're only 7 laps into the race.
And going wide as the Racing Bull Jet Carol, going wide, Zach, Never Stop, sorry, was looking at a move there, but nothing doing for our Red Bull driver in the Red Bulls featuring the main livery for the. I have no clue what I'm saying, Sonic. Please help me out here.
It's fine. Never Stop has gained, though, in that section. If he can just get this part right now, he will be taking P5.
That looks to be a bit of grass being kicked up from down, and this could be a move before we even get to the straight. Never Stop much quicker. He's going to go for it. He's going to bide his time. That was a smart move. But can he get a great exit out of the chain? Our answer is a big, big yes. And this yes could turn into our question of can he get the position? It's another big, big yes. And our new P5 sitter, Never Stop. It's been coming for a while. It's been well deserved. And your new P5 positioner, Never Stop, 106.
That was an amazing overtake from Never Stop on the main straight. But another one to be looking out for is Dean versus Zach. Dean is closer this time, but he's going to want to be as close as possible before that main straight. There is a few lines of gravel on the circuit from the accidents that have happened from the past couple of laps. So hopefully that doesn't affect grip for drivers there. But Dean is he gains but loses. But Dean doesn't want to be losing too much time because he's really close.
Very, very close. But Dean, he lost the position. That's
Zach's
cut
off.
off, is it? Zach is off. Yes, off the
He's
road.
The
number 8 Racing Bull. Was that Zach? Yes, our number 8 Racing Bull off the road. That was a bit of gravel on the tyres. And this will encourage Dean a lot more.
Yes. I think it was just, a glitch on my end or something, because I do not know what happened. But Dean gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. It's not too good for Dean.
Track limits is common. It's not too common. It's not a common thing, track limits around this circuit.
No.
Can still happen. It can still happen, though. At turns just under the bridge. And obviously, as we've just seen, potentials at turn 1 and 2. But other parts of the track, there are places where drivers can get caught out by these track limits. We will look at penalties maybe later on in the race. And that's Colabine. That's Colabine. 10 seconds. So has he had something wrong with the brakes and had to go off? And this is something which we do not like to see in the race. And we have cards, but that's Golsey. So that's on another one we missed. That's Golsey into pit lane, now out of pit lane, and that is running the hard tyres. But Quelabine, what is going on with him and Siki?
Not too good. I quickly just spectated Quelabine before he got the penalty. By the looks, either he was forced off or he just outbroke himself at those final few corners, which isn't too good here. Because it is very tight, but Goals is on the back of Sneaky now. It could be a move very, very soon from Goals on Sneaky.
Oh, that's very late braking from our Alpine, but Goals needs to clear all these drivers here. There's this.
That's a very brave move.
That's double. That's off goes Golsey. And Golsey and Quelabine, that is going to be something Golsey will not be happy about. Trying to clear slower cars on the not so fresher tyres, and that has been frustrating. And that's another track limit penalty for Golsey, even to add to these frustrations. But Golsey did not deserve that one, and that is what he will want to get and be on the radio about.
Yes, that was a beautiful dive bomb, but I think Quelabine just turned in without him knowing he was going to make that move. That was a very brave lunge into that hairpin, a move you don't very see often at that corner, only if they're very, very close. But Goals is near Sneaky now. He's just not close enough, and he does not have the DRS.
Yeah, he was over a second, but now he's way within the second that he will need to get his rear wing open. It's going to be a tight move, but he's very close. He's really piling the pressure on the Alpine car, but he does not want to make the same mistake where he spins out of frustration trying, but he's going to do the move. He'll get the move done, and there you go. He's got it out of the view, out to our camera point, and he's got the move done. Up into P6, 7, sorry. 6, 7, and this is Siki been overtaken by the McLaren car.
Siki having a little moment on exit as well.
Probably been into pit lane, that's from a bit earlier. But we'll go a bit front now. This is Never Stop. Jack Harrett in behind. And pit stops for the front runners are coming soon.
Very soon indeed. But I think one reason Goals did go for that dive bomb was he's on the fresher tyre. But I think he just got a bit too overconfident. So the stewards will definitely be having a look at that after the race.
That's right. We need to go get information from other teams in this race. But Sonic, take it all. It's all yours.
Okay. So lap 11 of 19, your leader, RRL Harrison, leads the Grand Prix by 2 seconds, and he's still yet to box. But not too far behind is the Sauber of Frisco, who is 2.3. And by the looks, he's gone a little bit wide, but he's backed off to preserve tyres. Hopefully that preserving of tyre wear has got him to go further, which it has. So he might be going for a softs move here. But again, the softs can wear down real quick here, as the track surface does seem to be very hot, as it's a very, very sunny day here. Didn't know what the fuck to say. But Frisco is in the pits now, and so is Zach following in behind. As Never Stop, having a little moment on exit, which this will now move Never Stop up into P2, but he still needs to box. So, will this pit stop Frisco is now doing? Will it be an undercut? Will we be able to undercut Harrison? Hopefully he will, and hopefully this will give him an advantage. But Dean isn't too far behind now. Dean's tyres are warmed up and he has used them for a few laps now, going a little bit wide at the first corner, I think. But Frisco has now just got to pray, and I was right. He's on the soft compound tyres, but he's going to want to be very careful he doesn't burn out those tyres too much now. I think there is about... If my brain wants to do the math, 7 or 8 laps to go of the race. But Frisco is back up to third now, which will be amazing for him. But Never Stop is 11.5 behind Harrison. These two still have to box. So all the time Frisco gains back now. Will it be enough to have pulled off that undercut successfully on Harrison? But only time will tell. And Zach isn't too close. He's not too far away from Dean now. He's having lots of laggy moments on my end, and that's just my Wi-Fi playing up. But who knows? But Frisco has gained rapidly on this first lap, as Never Stop dives into the pit lane now. So Frisco will be taking back that P2. But again, Harrison will have that massive tyre advantage when he boxes, as his tyres will be fresher and Frisco's will be more worn out. But Frisco retakes P2 as Zach is near DRS range on Dean. I think next lap he will be in DRS range and will be able to start the attack on Dean. It's been a very, very hectic race for everyone. Oh, I can turn that all off. But it's been amazing. An amazing race so far. With 7 laps to go now. It's going to be very, very close. But Frisco is out as Goals is retired. I think we might have had a disconnect from Goals or a crash. But there's a caution in the first sector. Can I see on board with anyone? I don't think I will be able to, but Goals is out of the race. So that will move everybody up a position. But Never Stop, 7.3 behind Zach now. Will Never Stop be able to gain back on Zach? But Zach is in DRS range he will be attacking Dean with that DRS on the main straight. As long as he can stay within that DRS range, which he's very, very close to now. Less than 3/10. You can see Frisco ahead, but Quidderman gets another 3-second time penalty. That's not going to be too good for him. He's got the most penalties as that goes on. He broke way too late and I'm guessing did what Quidderman did, but Frisco takes the fastest lap of a 1:30.540. Not too great for Zach there. I think he just outbroke himself and was not expecting Dean to break that early. But Dean was trying to defend his line. But Harrison has boxed, and this has given Frisco the lead of the race. But now we've got to remember Harrison's going to be on the faster, fresher tyre here, so this will play out on Harrison's side, but not on Frisco's, unless Frisco can really preserve these tyres and push that gap now. 1.2 separate these two now, but Zach is still within DRS range of Dean, so will next lap be the lap he attacks Dean, or will he make a very, very brave move at the hairpin or somewhere else on the circuit to take that final podium position? Because these two we're watching now, Frisco versus Harrison, it's going to be very tight with these two. But Jack Carrot gets a 3-second time penalty. I don't think that is his first penalty, but Harrison is now back in DRS range. Those softs are really now getting to work with Harrison. But that dirty air as well from Frisco is going to give Harrison that massive disadvantage here. So I don't think he's going to be very, very happy with this, but he's real close now. Less than a tenth. He's going to try and go around the outside at the final few corners. Very brave move. He's just not. He just backs off, trying to play it safe. I can put the penalties up indeed. But he's coming onto the main straight now. It's going to be, as he makes a successful move, we can see the penalties as Quilliban and Jack Carrot both have the exact amount of penalties as Never Stop sets the fastest lap of a 1:30.4. I'm not too sure there. But there's a yellow flag in the third sector. As it's Kobe again.
Safety car. Safety car. That's Jack Carrot. He's lost his front wing. And I think that's back into pit lane for Jack Carrot. He's hit it on the edge of the pit lane, the pit entry. And that is 100% going to need a new front wing change, Sonic.
Yes, and this is I think the first safety car of the season. So this will be very interesting to see who boxes with only 4 or 5 laps remaining now. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who boxes and who doesn't.
Deaky stays out. So they've just boxed, though, but it's going to be tough.
Yes.
Fresher tyres is another one, especially those who are not on the softs.
Yes. But it's as well who's got an extra set of soft tyres that they didn't use in qualifying, which they could use now to give them that little bit of extra grip.
The pit entries there, we're going to be, look, Quellerbean stays out. New drivers going to decide to stay out.
Yes. It's going to be a very interesting restart as well.
Race leader, SRL Harrison, is he going to... He's just boxed, so he should start, I assume. He's in it, he's in. That's in again, goes... And the TB Frisco will stay out to take the lead. Dean in, Zach out. So, which tyres are going to go on that orange McLaren? Is it going to be another set of softs? Do they have other tyres in blankets that are not soft? No, softs go on to the McLaren. And that is a sweet pit stop, but that stop will push him down to 4th in on the board.
Yes.
So we're looking. Dean behind. He's on. He's in P5 on the Pirelli softs. Jack Carrot had to come in for a nose change. Is in P6. He's got a long way to catch the queue. We'll see what tyres they're on. Theaky. So surely all of them are hard. So Quellerbean is on the hard. Zach Cotrod has now retired from the session.
That's not going to be good for Zach. He has just gotten P2, and I don't think he's going to be very happy about that, unless it is just a disconnect and he can join back. But the safety car won't
Let's fire
be
up.
out for much longer. It will be in at the end of next lap, so we'll have 2 laps of
Yes, let's
racing.
see if you want to fire it back up. Because normally when you console or you computer, it's on me. He's on console, so he's on. If you want to fire, so if that console's either switched off, he's gonna need to find some way to fire it back up, or else it's game over for him. Or not too much game over, but he'll be on AI and he will not be getting max performance Sonic.
No, he won't. This will be a very interesting restart to see who gets it right. And Zach does come back in time. That will be a miracle for Zach.
So he's found, but the safety car's peeling away. You can see how the safety car's sped off into the distance, and this is. So Zach can't run. Oh no! Is that the safety car going in? Because it's kind of sped off a bit. I did hear it.
Yeah.
So we'll
Might
see.
be.
And then it's staying out
It's
another
out.
lap. It's doing another lap. Yeah, staying out. We did see the light. I was wondering. We did not
Yeah.
see the lights on the safety car. Lights normally indicate we are back into racing mode, racing speed, but safety car did speed off just that bit, or quite a lot actually. But we are still gonna go under safety car
Yes.
speed for one more lap. So this will give others who are not in the queue to catch up to the queue and get themselves into racing contention. Jack Carrot and that's Zach Hardwood out again.
That's not going to be good for him. He's only just joined back. And the safety car will be in at the end of this lap, so it's going to be very intense the last 2 laps. Can Harrison get the lead of the race back on that new set of softs? As the grid eyes now catching up, this is giving such Abu Dhabi, I don't know how I said the fucking circuit name. Yas Marina vibes from 21.
Abu Dhabi, yes.
Yes.
It is. It's not too much. It's not maybe just dramatic as that, Sonic. I don't think so. Normal last few laps of this race. I can't quite see the laps because I did say a couple races ago, from those of you who watch IWR, FOR, or not FOR, but yes, not the best of screens that we have in my commentary box. But yeah, we will have 2 laps to go if the safety car decides to go in at the end of this respective lap. 18th lap of the race.
This should be a very interesting restart. Quillibin and Kobe aren't too far back now. You can just see them at the hairpin. Quillibin having that little lock up, but they're nearly at the back of the grid. So we should get the notification very soon. The safety car will be in.
They're all there. So Kobe and Quillibin just the other side of the hairpin. They're going to go round. And it's the safety car. We've not seen any lights yet. It's in this lap. There you go. They're the light. The safety car really actually speeds off. And at the top of our screen, we've seen a glimpse of Kobe, who is still to catch up to the queue. There they are, Kobe and Quillibin. Now here's Quillibin. He wants Kobe to go faster because there's the queue. So they've made it. They've made it just in time. Just in time. Now frustrations, I can sense it. And Zach has only just got back in, but isn't going to be back in time. He's still ghosted, as we can see. But it's not been the best of starts from the Red Bull, but SRL Harrison's already alongside. And Zach Hart's just in there. TB's going to get ahead. And that, no, Brass.
Oh!
There's going to be contact. There's going to be contact.
Massive drama on the
Zach
restart.
Hart's lost multiple positions.
Yes.
And that's Dean losing places, and that's SRL Harrison losing places. He's down to 4th, back where he was when we had our restart. Zach Hard is losing out big time while trying to fire everything up. But TB Frisco has already got down the field, and this is going to be something that SRL Harrison will be complaining about, Sonic.
It's going to be very, very exciting now, but Frisco just gets that restart perfectly, which is what he wanted, but Never Stop has got the pressure of about the whole field behind him, and the DRS will be active for 1 lap, but we won't even have DRS. We will for the final lap, but that'll be for the final corner, so DRS will not be useful here.
And that's off. That's wide. SRO Harrison in the 97 McLaren. And that is a penalty. 3 seconds added to whatever penalty that we can't quite see on my screen. But this is Dean, who will get a massive slipstream and a toe on the Red Bull car. But
Oh!
Harrison's the inside. And there's going to be contact, Sonic. But that has made him lose out big time. And Dean's through. Dean has taken the place. But DRS now enabled. So they won't get DRS in this cage. They will get it. They won't get it, actually, because let's see where the line is. The line is... Oh, no, the line's just after the DRS point, so they will get the rear wing open, but only for just 2 seconds.
Yes.
Even 1 second, only. 1 second, DRS rear wing open, and then may as well close again, because, yes, not much there. We're on the last lap. But if we had another lap, then they would get DRS, full
Yes.
DRS down that main straight. But here we go, Dean pulling away, and this Summer House, he's gonna want to get this move done sometime now. We're gonna have it's gonna be a dramatic to try get this podium at least. But he's gonna go for it. That's in the inside, but he's gone deep, and that's only allowed the Red Bull back. But SRO Harrison's still there. He's alongside, and he's through. And we have a slow mover, that's Quellerbean, who's had his own moment. But SRO Harrison's through with the Red Bull. Can he find a way back through? But no, he's jumped back. Not a great exit out of Spoon. But now, that seems to be all the moves that we're going to see, or most at least. But they're all getting past Zach Horrod. Zach Horrod will be frustrated, not being able to connect back into set. Another Quellerbean, another penalty for him.
That's not too good for him. But Frisco has done this beautifully.
And we'll see something good. What is good is TB Frisco wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Dean into second. And, wow. And because of the penalty, it's going to put Never Stop into third. Harrison into fourth. And all I can say is, wow. Actually, am I wrong? I may be wrong. That's the deal. We missed out Dean. That's Dean into third. So Dean is third. Now I think TB Frisco has taken this win, but we've not seen too much.
No, we haven't. But that was an amazing win from him.
TB Frisco into the win. So Dean had his own penalties as well. So that's TB Frisco for the win. In second, we have Never Stop. Third is Dean, and what a race! Just Suzuka drama, and we'll get podium celebrations. Singapore in the middle. And the Netherlands on third, Dutch on the side, and it's the Japanese Grand Prix done and dusted. Celebrations, confetti, champagne all over the circuit, and we'll be back for our next race. Oh.